Hey guys, welcome back to another podcast. Today we're going to be talking about the Wilderness and PvP Improvements Update, which was released on March the 2nd, 2017. So pretty much what this update involves is, because of the recent PvP and quality of life polls, Jagex has decided to make a bunch of improvements to the Wilderness, Bounty Hunter and to PvP. So what they're going to be doing is they're going to be running a playtest for the final hour of the Deadman Invitationals. So because of some of the big changes that they've made to the final hour of the Deadman Invitationals, which they'll be running in preparation for the Spring Invitational, they've decided to do away with the creeping fog and instead have opted to take away large chunks of the map at a time. So pretty much what this means is that during the final hour, there will always be an overlay visible telling players when they are safe or not safe, which gives them more time to move to a safe area. So the reason for this update is pretty much just to reduce the number of people who are getting killed by the environment, so players have more of a chance to experience the PvP aspect of the Deadman mode. Because this is such a big change to the Deadman mode, they're asking people for lots of feedback so that they know these changes have taken effect in the way that they were expecting. So at 2 PM GMT on the 2nd of March, they will be running a live playtest for the final hour of the Deadman Spring Invitational on World 321. World 321 will be open at 1:30 GMT, so if you want to be sure to get a spot for the final hour, make sure you guys are logged in with plenty of time, because once the playtest has actually started, you won't be able to participate. So make sure you guys get in there, get logged in with plenty of time so you guys have that chance to play the Deadman finale. Some other updates that they have made to the Wilderness and PvP is the new Wine of Zamorak spawn. So this is just an additional Wine of Zamorak spawn that can now be found at the Western Chaos Altar in the level 35 Wilderness. So much like the existing Wine of Zamorak spawns, you need to use Telegrab to pick up the wine. For players who have completed the Hard Wilderness Achievement Diary, wines you loot will be noted when they reach your inventory. So this makes it a little bit easier, so you can just have them all stacked together nicely. More updates that they've made to the Wilderness is the improved Wilderness KD tracking. So now your kills and deaths are tracked for the entire Wilderness rather than only beyond a level 10. So that's really nice. Also, this overlay is still toggled on and off using the same notice board on the northern side of the Edgeville Bank. So when toggled on, the overlay will be displayed whenever you're in the Wilderness. So that should be really helpful. Some of the other improvements they have made is the Bounty Hunter improvements. So pretty much what they've done is with the Bounty Hunter target overlay, it provides you with more information about your target now, as well as the usual information. So you can now see what tier emblem your target is holding, if they have any, as well as if they are skulled or not skulled. So that'll come in handy a lot as well. Also, Viaton, Vianatus and Callisto, as well as the Chaos Fanatic, Crazy Archaeologist and Scorpia now have a 1 out of 5 drop rate of mysterious emblems when they are killed on World 318. So now it is possible to trade tier 1 bounty hunter emblems on the Grand Exchange. So I'm sure a lot of you guys will be pretty happy about that. So they've also made some improvements to teleblocks. So when you are under the effect of a teleblock, you'll now be told how long it'll be before you can teleport when you attempt to teleport. Previously, the teleblock's spell clock counted in minutes, so the effect would be longer or shorter depending on whether it was cast early or late in the minute. It now counts more accurately while you're logged in, so the spell's duration will be more consistent. Logging out for a long period will still let the teleblock expire, so this has not changed. Also, splashing a teleblock will now give 84 experience. This makes a successful teleblock, which gives 95 experience, more distinctive. And finally, teleblocks are now cleared when you enter a safe area on PvP Worlds. And in other news, with the update to the Motherlode Mine veins in the upstairs area, players were using this change to cause annoyance for other players. So they've made some changes to try and mitigate this. Also, the permanent Deadman world now has an XP multiplier behaviour from the last Deadman season. So when you lose XP upon death, the game remembers how much XP you've previously had in each skill and gives you a 10 times multiplier until you get back up to that XP quantity. Also, leaping trout, salmon and sturgeon will now appear below most dropped items, and the annoying coffin beside the trapdoor near Edgeville can no longer be clicked, so that's good. And tiny elf crystals will no longer jump to the top of your inventory when used, and instead will stay in place in your inventory. Also, some bug fixes that they've had as well is some of the veins in the downstairs area of the Motherlode Mine were acting like those in the upstairs area of the mine, so this is now being fixed. Also, fixed issues with auto-weed not working correctly in scarecrow patches were also fixed. And lastly, Servant's money bag was accidentally appearing on the Flatpak interface. As this was not able to be created, it has now been removed. And as always, all of these updates are available for discussion on the forums. So that's all of the updates for March the 2nd, 2017. Which brings us to the end of the video. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, don't forget to like, share and subscribe for more content like this. Also, be sure to follow us on our Twitter for more updates, or if you want to keep up to date with all of our progress. We'll catch you guys in the next video, and happy scaping, guys!